There comes a moment in every woman's life when she realizes something that changes everything. It isn't the moment she earns more money. It isn't the moment people finally recognize her. It isn't even the moment she reaches a dream she has chased for years. The real turning point happens much earlier. It happens the day she understands that the most powerful place she will ever transform is her own mind. Because every victory begins there. Every breakthrough starts there. Every dream either grows or dies there. Life will test you. People will misunderstand you. Some will doubt your abilities before you've even had the chance to show them who you truly are. There will be seasons when doors close, moments when loneliness feels overwhelming, days when the mirror reflects exhaustion more than confidence. But here's the truth that changes everything. Your circumstances do not control your future. Your mindset does. Today, we're going to discover 5 powerful mental exercises that every strong woman should know. Not because they remove life's challenges, but because they prepare you to rise above them. These aren't complicated techniques. They're daily habits that quietly build extraordinary women. By the end of this journey, you'll understand that your greatest strength has never been outside of you. It has always been within your own mind. And once you learn to train it, there is very little this world can take away from you. Your mind is like a garden. Whatever you plant in it, water with your attention, and return to every single day will eventually grow. If you constantly plant fear, doubt, comparison, and negativity, those thoughts will spread like weeds until they cover every beautiful possibility that was meant for your life. But if you intentionally plant hope, confidence, gratitude, courage, and purpose, your mind will begin producing strength even during the most difficult seasons. The truth is simple. Your mind becomes what you repeatedly feed it. Every thought you entertain is shaping the woman you are becoming. Think about how you begin your day. Before your feet even touch the floor, your mind has already started a conversation with you. It is either reminding you of your potential or replaying your worries. It is either telling you that today is another opportunity to grow or convincing you that nothing will ever change. That quiet voice matters more than you may realize because it influences every decision you make, every relationship you build, and every dream you choose to pursue or abandon. Strong women understand that while they cannot control every circumstance, they can choose which thoughts deserve a permanent place in their minds. There will always be people who criticize you. There will always be voices that question your abilities, your appearance, your choices, or your ambitions. If you allow those voices to become louder than your own, they will slowly reshape the way you see yourself. You may begin shrinking your dreams just to make other people comfortable. You may stop speaking because you fear judgment. You may stop trying because failure seems too painful. But remember this, other people's opinions should never become your identity. You have the power to decide what enters your mind and what must be left outside the door. Imagine feeding your body unhealthy food every single day. Eventually your energy would decline. Your strength would weaken and your health would suffer. Your mind works exactly the same way. If you consume endless negativity, constant comparison, gossip, bitterness, and fear, your emotional health will slowly become exhausted. You may not notice it at first, but over time your confidence will fade, your peace will disappear, and your joy will become harder to find. That is why protecting your mind is not a luxury. It is a necessity. Instead, choose to nourish your mind with thoughts that build you. Read words that inspire growth. Spend time with people who encourage your dreams instead of limiting them. Speak to yourself with kindness, especially on the days when you fall short. Celebrate progress instead of demanding perfection. Every positive thought may seem small on its own, but repeated consistently, those thoughts become powerful beliefs. Those beliefs shape your habits. Your habits shape your character. Your character shapes your destiny. Never underestimate the power of what you tell yourself every day. If you repeatedly say, "I'm not enough," your actions will begin reflecting that belief. You will hesitate when opportunities appear. You will settle for less than you deserve. You will doubt your own wisdom even when you are fully capable. But if you begin saying, I am growing, I am learning, I am strong, I am worthy of respect, I have something valuable to offer the world, your mind will gradually accept those words as truth. Confidence is not built in one extraordinary moment. It is built through ordinary conversations you have with yourself every single day. There will be moments when life disappoints you. Dreams may take longer than expected. People you trusted may walk away. Plans may fall apart despite your best efforts. During those moments, your mind will search for meaning. You can feed it hopelessness, or you can feed it resilience. You can believe that every setback is proof that you should quit, or you can believe that every challenge is preparing you for greater strength. The choice you make in those difficult moments often determines the direction of your future. A truly strong woman understands that the greatest battle is rarely happening around her. It is happening within her own thoughts. She wins that battle by choosing faith over fear, wisdom over worry, gratitude over complaint, and purpose over distraction. She knows that peace is not something she waits to find someday. It is something she creates by carefully choosing what she allows into her heart and mind. Every single day she feeds her mind with hope, courage, truth, and possibility. Over time, those choices transform not only the way she thinks, but also the way she lives. When you consistently nourish your mind with thoughts that lift you higher, you become the kind of woman who cannot easily be shaken, because true strength always begins from within. Emotional strength is not something you are born with. It is something you build one choice at a time, through every challenge, every disappointment, and every moment when life asks more of you than you think you can give. Many people believe that strong women never cry, never feel fear, and never experience moments of doubt. That belief could not be further from the truth. Strong women feel deeply. They experience heartbreak, rejection, uncertainty, and loss just like everyone else. The difference is not that they avoid difficult emotions. The difference is that they refuse to let those emotions control the direction of their lives. Emotional strength is built through practice, not perfection. There will be days when your confidence disappears without warning. There will be mornings when getting out of bed feels like the hardest task in the world. There will be conversations that leave you questioning your worth, and moments when the future feels uncertain. During those times, it is easy to believe that you are failing. But struggling does not mean you are weak. Feeling overwhelmed does not mean you are broken. It simply means you are human. Growth does not happen because life is easy. Growth happens because you choose to keep moving forward even when life becomes difficult. Many people spend their lives chasing perfection. They believe they must always have the right answers, make the right decisions, and never make mistakes. They think perfection will protect them from criticism, disappointment, and failure. But perfection is an impossible destination. The more you chase it, the more exhausted you become. Instead of enjoying your progress, you constantly focus on what is still missing. Instead of celebrating how far you have come, you criticize yourself for not being further ahead. This way of thinking steals your peace and weakens your confidence. Practice, however, creates something far more valuable than perfection ever could. Every time you choose patience instead of anger, you strengthen your emotional muscles. Every time you forgive instead of holding on to bitterness, you become stronger. Every time you face a difficult conversation instead of avoiding it, you develop greater courage. These small choices may seem insignificant in the moment, but repeated over time, they transform your character. Just as an athlete becomes stronger through consistent training, emotional resilience grows through daily practice. Life will never stop testing you. Someone may underestimate your abilities. Someone you trusted may disappoint you. A dream you worked hard for may not happen when you expected. In those moments, you have a choice. You can allow disappointment to define you, or you can allow it to develop you. Every obstacle carries a lesson. Every setback offers an opportunity to become wiser, more patient, and more compassionate. Pain does not have to become your prison. It can become your greatest teacher if you are willing to learn from it. One of the greatest signs of emotional strength is learning how to pause before reacting. When someone hurts you, your first instinct may be to respond with anger. When life feels unfair, your first reaction may be frustration. But emotionally strong women understand the power of a pause. They take a moment to breathe, to think, and to respond with wisdom instead of impulse. That pause protects relationships, preserves dignity, and prevents temporary emotions from causing permanent damage. It is also important to remember that emotional strength does not mean carrying every burden alone. There is courage in asking for help when you need it. There is wisdom in admitting that you do not have all the answers. There is strength in allowing trusted people to encourage you during difficult seasons. Accepting support is not a sign of weakness. It is a reminder that no one is meant to walk through life completely alone. Another daily practice is learning to speak to yourself with compassion. Many women encourage everyone around them but become their own harshest critics. They forgive other people's mistakes while refusing to forgive their own. Imagine how different your life would feel if you offered yourself the same kindness you freely give to others. Instead of saying, "I failed again," you could say, "I learned something valuable today." Instead of believing, "I will never be good enough," you could remind yourself, "I am growing stronger with every experience." These simple changes in your inner dialogue gradually reshape the way you see yourself. Remember that every challenge you overcome leaves something valuable behind. It leaves wisdom where there was once confusion. It leaves confidence where there was once fear. It leaves peace where there was once anxiety. None of those qualities appear overnight. They are earned through countless moments when you choose perseverance over quitting, hope over despair, and faith over fear. Emotional strength is not about becoming flawless. It is about becoming resilient. It is about standing back up after every fall, learning from every experience, and refusing to let temporary pain determine your permanent future. The woman who continues practicing courage, patience, grace, and self-belief every single day will discover that true strength has never been about perfection. It has always been about the willingness to keep growing, no matter what life brings. The greatest victory you will ever achieve is not over another person. It is not winning an argument, earning a promotion, gaining recognition, or proving your worth to people who never believed in you. Those victories may feel satisfying for a moment, but they do not last forever. The most meaningful victory is the one that happens within you. It is the quiet daily decision to master your own thoughts, your emotions, your habits, and your reaction. When you learn to lead yourself with wisdom and discipline, you become stronger than any obstacle life can place in your path. The greatest victory is mastering yourself. Many people spend years trying to change everyone around them. They want other people to be kinder, more understanding, more supportive, or more respectful. They believe their happiness depends on someone else changing. But the truth is, you cannot control another person's choices. You cannot force someone to appreciate your value. You cannot make everyone understand your heart. What you can control is how you respond. You can choose your attitude. You can choose your words. You can choose your actions. That is where true power begins. Self-mastery starts with your thoughts. Every day, thousands of thoughts pass through your mind. Some lift you higher, while others quietly pull you down. If you allow fear to guide your thinking, you will hesitate every time an opportunity appears. If you allow anger to stay in your heart, it will slowly steal your peace. If you allow comparison to become a habit, you will never feel satisfied with your own journey. Strong women understand that not every thought deserves attention. They learn to replace doubt with confidence, fear with courage, and negativity with hope. They refuse to become prisoners of destructive thinking because they know that the quality of their life depends on the quality of their thoughts. Mastering yourself also means learning to control your emotions instead of allowing your emotions to control you. Feelings are real, and they deserve to be acknowledged, but they should never become the captain of your life. There will be moments when you feel angry, disappointed, frustrated, or discouraged. Those emotions are natural. The challenge is deciding what you will do next. A moment of anger does not have to become words you later regret. A season of disappointment does not have to become a lifetime of bitterness. Emotional maturity is choosing wisdom over impulse and peace over unnecessary conflict. Discipline is another important part of self-mastery. Motivation is powerful, but it is temporary. Some mornings you will wake up feeling inspired. Other mornings you will feel tired, discouraged, or unmotivated. If you depend only on your feelings, your progress will always be inconsistent. Discipline teaches you to keep moving, even when enthusiasm fades. It reminds you that success is not created by occasional effort. It is built through consistent action. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, whether it is reading, exercising, learning, praying, or working toward your goals, you strengthen your character. Those small acts of discipline eventually create extraordinary results. One of the hardest battles you will ever fight is the battle against your own excuses. It is easy to blame circumstances, other people, or bad luck for where you are in life. It is much harder to look in the mirror and ask yourself what you can improve. Self-mastery requires honesty. It requires the courage to admit your weaknesses without allowing them to define you. It means recognizing your mistakes, learning from them, and becoming better instead of becoming bitter. Growth begins the moment you stop making excuses and start taking responsibility for your own life. Another sign of mastering yourself is learning the power of silence. Not every criticism deserves a response. Not every misunderstanding requires an explanation. Sometimes the strongest answer is calmness. Sometimes the greatest display of confidence is walking away from unnecessary drama. When you stop reacting to every negative comment, every insult, and every opinion, you protect your energy for the things that truly matter. Peace becomes more valuable than proving a point, and your purpose becomes greater than your pride. Self-mastery also means refusing to compare your journey with someone else's. Every woman has a different path, a different timeline, and a different purpose. Comparison steals joy because it convinces you that your value depends on keeping up with others. But your life was never meant to be a copy of someone else's story. Your greatest responsibility is to become the best version of yourself. Celebrate the success of others without questioning your own potential. Trust that your season will come if you continue growing with patience and perseverance. There will always be things in life that you cannot control. Unexpected setbacks will happen. People will disappoint you. Plans will change and challenges will appear without warning. But when you have mastered yourself, those circumstances no longer have the power to destroy your peace. You become steady when everything around you feels uncertain. You remain hopeful when others give up. You continue moving forward because your strength comes from within, not from temporary situations. At the end of the day, the woman who masters herself becomes truly unstoppable. She no longer depends on applause to believe in her worth. She no longer waits for perfect conditions before taking action. She understands that real confidence is built quietly through daily choices that no one else may ever see. She guards her thoughts, disciplines her habits, controls her reactions, and lives according to her values instead of her emotions. That is the greatest victory any woman can achieve. It is a victory that cannot be taken away by failure, criticism, or difficult circumstances. When you conquer yourself, you discover a strength that no challenge can break, and you become the kind of woman who inspires others simply by the way you live. As we come to the end of this journey, remember that becoming a strong woman is not about having a perfect life. It is not about never making mistakes, never feeling afraid, or never facing difficult seasons. Strength is built in the quiet moments when no one is watching. It is built every time you choose hope over fear, peace over chaos, discipline over excuses, and growth over comfort. Your greatest investment will never be in the clothes you wear, the titles you earn, or the opinions people have about you. Your greatest investment is the condition of your mind. Because the way you think shapes the way you speak. The way you speak shapes the way you act. The way you act shapes the life you create. Feed your mind with thoughts that give you courage instead of fear. Practice emotional strength every single day, knowing that progress is always more powerful than perfection. And above all, commit yourself to the lifelong journey of mastering who you are. When you learn to lead your own mind, control your own emotions, and stay true to your values, you become a woman whose confidence cannot be shaken by criticism, whose peace cannot be stolen by negativity, and whose purpose cannot be stopped by obstacles. There will still be challenges. There will still be moments when life tests your patience, your faith, and your resilience. But those moments are not there to defeat you. They are there to reveal the strength you have been building all along. Every setback is preparing you for a comeback. Every lesson is shaping your wisdom. Every difficult season is developing a stronger version of the woman you are becoming. Never underestimate the power of one small decision made consistently. One positive thought can become a new belief. One disciplined action can become a life-changing habit. One courageous step can open a door you never imagined possible. Great transformations rarely happen overnight. They happen day by day, choice by choice, until one day you look back and realize you have become the woman you once dreamed of becoming. So walk into each new day with confidence. Protect your peace as if it were your greatest treasure. Believe in your value, even when the world fails to recognize it. Stand tall in your truth, even when your path feels lonely. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep becoming stronger than the woman you were yesterday. The world does not need another woman trying to be someone else. It needs a woman who is fully herself, fearless in her purpose, compassionate in her heart, disciplined in her habits, and unwavering in her faith. That woman is already within you. She has been there all along, waiting for you to trust her, nurture her, and allow her to rise. Today is not just the end of a speech. It is the beginning of a new mindset. It is the beginning of new habits, new confidence, and new possibilities. Believe in yourself when no one else does. Speak to yourself with kindness. Protect your mind. Strengthen your heart. Master yourself one day at a time. Because when a woman transforms her mind, she transforms her life. And when she transforms her life, she has the power to inspire generations. Thank you for being here. If these words touched your heart, carry them with you beyond today. Live them, practice them, share them, and never forget that the strongest woman you will ever become is the one who never stops growing, never stops believing, and never stops rising.